What's up friends, this is Mike again. Glad to have you guys back for another review where I find awesome things to simplify your life. Today we're going to review the Powerbeats Pro and we're going to go over these things to find out if this is in fact the right earbud for you. And yes, we are giving a pair of these away to celebrate my channel hitting 25,000 subscribers, so thank you guys for all your support so far. And the giveaway details will be at the very end of the video, so make sure you watch the whole thing. And if this video has helped you in any way at all and you want to see more, remember to like and subscribe and turn that notification on to get the latest updates about my channel from YouTube. And without further ado, let's get started. So first of all, we're going to talk about the sound quality of these. And at $250, it did not disappoint me at all. Overall, I found the sound very powerful and impressive. Now, Beats is more known for its bass, and in these earbuds, I gotta say that the bass is very impactful, very deep, and it's very energizing at the same time. So in my experience, it wasn't overpowering at all. You can still hear the mids and the highs very clearly. So even in busier arrangements like rock, when there's a lot of stuff going on, you can still hear the hi-hats and all the little things really clearly. And besides that, there's definitely HD sound with these. You can hear what's coming from the left, what's coming from the right very distinctively. And also, I did find that in the highs, the treble is very like snappy. So when you're playing acoustic music, it sounds very nice. And every time you hear the snare drum, it's very like snappy. So overall, I was quite impressed with the sound quality. It doesn't feel cheap at all. You're paying a premium price for premium sound for true wireless earbuds here. But there are a few drawbacks that I'd like to address. So first of all, there is quite a difference when you play the music through an iPhone and an Android. These earbuds clearly does not support aptX and only supports SBC and AAC for iPhones. So when you are playing it through Android, I did find the low end to be kind of missing there, and the treble sounds a bit more harsh than it's supposed to, so it's not as good as an experience than if you play it on the iPhone. The second thing is that you would think you would have a tight seal and get passive noise isolation with these, but in my experience, when you wear them, even with the tight fit, you get passive hear through. And this is very easy to test. Just put them on, make sure you have a tight fit, and go outside and run. And when you do that, you're gonna hear a lot of wind noise, you can hear the cars, you can just hear everything. This tight seal blocks out at most 10% of the ambient sounds. And that's because this thing has a lot of holes in them. There's one on the side over here, one on top over here, and one on the bottom over here. And the reason why I think this has passive hear through instead is because this was designed for people who work out a lot. So if you're running outside, you do want to notice if cars are honking at you, or if someone's running past you, or behind you, or in front of you, and it's really just a safety feature. So there are advantages and disadvantages of this. So the first advantage is that normally when you're wearing earbuds like this that create a tight seal around your ear, you would hear like a thumping sound when you're walking that sounds like anga, anga, anga. So the proper name for this is actually called bone conduction sounds. It's just the vibrations from your legs going up to your ear. I do hear people complain about those sounds because when you're running or jumping rope, your body is creating a lot of those movement sounds and it does bother some people. But because of this passive hear through situation we have here with these earbuds, you won't get any of those sounds at all. So if you're playing tennis, badminton, running, skipping rope, you're gonna be fine. And the second thing is that obviously you won't get that pressure from a tight seal that earbuds normally create. And the hear through quality in this case is very natural because it's just natural hear through. There's no mics replicating what's outside, so it's very natural. But the disadvantage of this is that if you're commuting or you're at a Starbucks or something in a busier environment, you are gonna hear everything. That means that you do have to set your volume at 85 to 90% for your music to overpower those ambient sounds. So in my experience, when I'm commuting, I don't want to like be blasting music in my ears. I just want to relax and block out the ambient sounds, so I feel like I'm in my own world kind of thing. With these, you can't really do that. And the second thing is that there is a lot of sound leaking, and it sounds like this. And because of this, it's not the best if you're in an office environment or if you're at the library, because everyone can hear what you're listening to. And next we have the connection quality. So first of all, there is no simultaneous pairing on these. You do have to connect to each device one at a time, but I gotta say that it's not gonna be a problem if you are a Apple user. Because when you take them out of the case, they do pair very quickly to your last paired device. And in the case with your Apple devices, once you connect it to one of them, it will connect them to all your devices through the iCloud. And if you wanna switch devices very quickly, all you gotta do is go in this quick setting, press the button, press the Powerbeats, and boom, it's connected. You don't have to disconnect one from the other. But with Android, you do have to go specifically into the Bluetooth setting itself and connect it there. So it's not as quick, but it still works. And yes, the other thing is that both of these do work independently. So you can use the right one only or the left one. And the very cool thing is that you can actually wear one and your friend can wear the other so that you can hear the same music. And I mean, like, they can be like a few feet away and it'll still work. So that's really cool, but just remember to clean the earwax off of this because sharing earwax is nasty. And the other thing is that the connection quality on these is solid, because when I watch Netflix, play YouTube videos, or even play games on my laptop, tablet, and phone, all the graphics are synced, all the lips are synced, all the pew pew gun firings were synced. There's no problem at all. I even video edited with these on my MacBook Pro, and man, it was almost as if I had wired headphones on. So because of this, I can see how it's very attractive for Apple users. It's very easy to switch, and it uses the new H1 chip, which connects with your things faster, and it uses Bluetooth 5.0. So overall, the simplicity and the user experience of these were awesome. And yes, of course, I didn't forget about the business people who really care about the call quality. Here's a call quality test for you. What's up, guys? Now we're at the mall, so it's quite loud in here, and you do want to notice if it separates the background sound from my voice when I'm using the mic here. And we're gonna switch to the mic on these right now. So right now, I'm using the Powerbeats Pro, and how is it doing, guys? And now we're gonna take off one of the earbuds to see what the other one sounds like. Okay, so now we're using the left one only, testing 1, 2, 3. This is the Powerbeats Pro. How is it doing so far, guys? Leave me a comment below, and that's about it. And the last two things to mention is that this does have auto pause, so when you take one out of your ear, it pauses your music, and when you put it back on, the sensor recognizes that and it will continue playing your music. And good news is that if you don't want this, you can change it through the settings and turn it off. And yes, this works with live listening as well, so if you go in the settings with live listening, you can enable it and turn your iPhone into a spy device and listen through your Powerbeats Pro. And now we're gonna move on to the build quality, the comfort, the secure fit, the durability, and the user experience of these. So after hours of watching Netflix and working out, the comfort is awesome because with these ear tips, you don't actually have to force them into your ear canal. It just sits on the outside to create that tight seal. And the ear hooks over here does leverage it on your ear so that even after a long time of using, you won't feel the weight of these on your ear. The other thing is that with the secure fit, you can see that this part is quite flexible, but on the top part over here, it actually has a piece of metal inside that you can bend and adjust to the fit that you want, so that when you're running or moving a lot, your earbuds will not shake like this. And what can I say? It just gives you a personalized fit. It is very, very secure, and as always, here's a shake test for you. So no, it's, oh my gosh, I'm really dizzy. But so these are very secure. They're not gonna fall out no matter what. So even if you play tennis, badminton, soccer, kickboxing, these are not gonna fall out. So it's gonna be great for doing all those sports, but if you are a cycler, this isn't gonna be the best, because if you're going at high speeds or even moderate speeds, you're gonna hear a lot of wind noise. So the wind noise might not be that big of a deal if you're running, but if you're cycling, I think it is significant enough for you to not wear these. And in terms of durability, the build quality is very durable. It's made of a plastic all around, which makes it light, but it doesn't feel cheap at all anywhere. With the bending and flexing, I think it's gonna be okay even for years of use. The thing that most athletes would worry about is the water resistance. I think it's rated at IPX4, so if you're drenched in sweat or when you're running and there's showers of rain, it should be okay as long as you don't submerge these in water, meaning you shouldn't take them swimming. For myself, I don't work out that intensely, so I did a little test of my own. Okay, so instead of trying to work out and run 25K to sweat like a pig just to test the water resistance, I'm just gonna do this. It's still playing. It's pretty good. So just in case you don't believe me, can you hear that? It's still going. And the last thing that I do have to mention here is that the tactile buttons on this is sweet. The buttons are very intuitive to use. They're the same controls on both sides, and when you press onto them, it's a very soft click. It doesn't disturb your listening at all, and it's nice that when you press onto it, you do have this bottom part to leverage, so you don't have to push it in your ear. And with the Beats button over here, it's very easy to click. So again, you don't have to force the earbud into your ear and create any discomfort. So my overall user experience is very, very nice with these. The only thing that's not nice is the case itself. Now this is the elephant in the room. I kind of left it till the very end. A lot of people already talk about it. It's huge, it's humongous, it's hideous, but you know what? it works. The earbuds are held in magnetically so it won't fall out of your case, and it uses a magnetic closure as well, so it's pretty premium. And as for charging, it uses a lightning cable, but at this size it does not provide wireless charging, which really isn't that big of a deal. In my experience of using these, I found the case to be very cumbersome. I actually don't bring it out because there's actually a trick to these earbuds. Because the thing is that if you put them like this, they actually kind of hook on together like this. And being this size, I just put them in my pocket and they fit a lot better than the case. And I do think it's okay to put it in your pockets like this. It does make it a lot more accessible and therefore you'll use it more, because with this, I always have to put it in my jacket pocket or my bag. And even if you don't take the case out with you, I think it's gonna be fine because this provides 9 hours of battery for active use. And if you don't use it, it will slowly discharge over a time span of 30 hours. So this can definitely last you the whole day, no matter what you're doing. And when you get home, you can just pop them back in the case and it's kind of like wireless charging. Anyways, I think in the end, you are paying a premium price for this, but you are getting a premium secure fit and premium sound at the same time. So I do feel like these are a very specific tool for a very specific crowd, which is athletes. But if you are a normal traveling, commuting kind of guy, I would recommend true wireless earbuds so that it does provide passive noise isolation for you to block out the ambient sound so you can relax and really focus on your podcast, on your music, and enjoy. Versus these, again, these are very energizing. The sound is really powerful, but you're gonna have to play it at a higher volume to block out the outside sounds. So I would only get this if you are an athlete that needs that secure fit for what you're doing so it can energize you through your workout. Anyways, I really hope I helped you guys figure out if this is in fact the right earbuds for you. And of course, I didn't forget about the giveaway details. So all you gotta do to enter the giveaway to win one of these bad boys here is comment below, tell me what color you want, why you want it, and your Instagram handle, and of course follow my YouTube and Instagram, because I'll be posting a picture of this in early July and announcing the winner on my Instagram. So that's how you find out if you won or not. And the contest is gonna end on June 25th, so make sure you enter before then. And it is 1 entry per account, so make sure you share it with your friends, and good luck, guys. And again, thank you so much for your support. It means a lot that we're crossing the 25,000 mark. I mean, that's half of 50,000 and a quarter of 100,000, which is my goal in December 2019. So it means a lot, guys, and this is my way of thanking you guys. If you have any questions at all, please comment below. I'd love to help you guys out. And if you haven't yet, subscribe, turn the bell on to get the latest updates about my channel from YouTube. And really, that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye! And you know what, in the future, I do think Apple is gonna replace the case with a wireless charging case so that they can charge more. Or someone's actually gonna make a case for these earbuds that are this size. So, I don't know, that's just me. If I'm right, then you know who it came from first. And while we're at this, I'm gonna show you what this earbud looks like on me. I don't think it looks the best, to be honest. It looks really good from the side, but at the front, it looks kind of weird. But I don't know, this is just a personal preference. Comment below and tell me what you guys think.